told me that I was coming to the school, she said that it was going to be about the arts. So then when I looked at one of your graffitis, I thought that they were really beautiful and that they were very nice.
Thank you. You know, as an artist, I'm only supposed to. I feel like my role is a collaborator. I'm not the voice. You know, I'm just one voice in the choir. So if I don't have anybody singing with me, then it's not exciting. So when I get to go to a space and other voices join in, that's a beautiful thing about public art, because it's public. So you can be an artist and work in a gallery or a studio space and just focus on what you want to do. But then when you say you're a public artist, then you got to think about what the public wants and needs. So when I go to a wall, I think about who walks by, who lives here, what was this space before, what's going to happen to this space tomorrow. All these things inform what's being said. And so that Treme project was really special because of that. Yeah.
So what made you want to be an activist for Black rights, and how did that affect you?
Okay, that's strong. I don't think it was a choice that I made. I don't think of it as like a uniform you put on, or like a superhero outfit you wear. I think it's just about loving yourself, loving your community, and projecting that love into action, right? If you love your family, you're gonna make sure that, or put it this way, as somebody told me, he said, if someone pushes your mom down the stairs, you're gonna do something, you're not just gonna stand and watch. He said, you don't get a gold star for defending yourself and finding yourself valuable enough to defend yourself. And that's the same way when I think about being an activist. It's about saying, you know what? I love myself, I love my family, I love my community, and I'm going to defend it against forces that don't love it. And so the way I do that, it's not, my action is art. That's my choice of weapon. There's a great individual named Gordon Parks. He's a photographer, a writer. He was a composer. He was a director. He was a Renaissance man. And his first book was called Choice of Weapons, because he said, my camera is my choice of weapon against all the things I don't like in the world. So for me, being an activist and speaking about issues that are important to me is just using my choice of weapon, which is my art, to just articulate what I love. And to some people it might be activism, because it's like, oh, this is different, or I haven't heard this before. But to me, it's just a love song. It's no different from writing poetry. I'm just expressing my love out loud. That's what it is.
Like, how did art become a part of you?
It was always, so, you know, think about it with like your classmates or your peers, right? If you're doing something and they tell you you're good at it, then that feels good, right? It's like, oh, everybody wants to be affirmed, you know. So when I was young, I was in first grade, kindergarten, I would always draw. And my teachers, my peers, they were always like, oh, you're good at that. And my teachers always be like, you're going to be an artist. And then everybody's like, you're going to be an artist. I didn't know what that meant. But it felt good to be good at something. And so I just kept pursuing it. And as I got a little older, I would see art classes or art programs. And my parents would help me sign up. And then it started just that way, where I was just good at it. I loved to do it. It was fun. It made other people feel good. I remember I was in third grade. I always tell this story. I drew a picture. A friend of mine came up to me. He came up to my desk and he was like, can you draw me a Ninja Turtle? And I was like, okay. So I drew him this Ninja Turtle. I put my name at the bottom. He went to his desk and I watched it. He didn't know I was watching it. He went to his desk, he erased my name and he put his name. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. Because it taught me that, oh, this is not just for me, this is for other people too. When I create, like when you play music, it's not just what it does to you, but it's what it does to other people as well. It makes other people feel good. It makes other people feel loved and feel happy. And I was like, oh, my art is doing something for other people. And that really made me want to continue it. And then as I got a little bit older, high school, college, then I started to understand the power and responsibility of it. What it means to speak and how important it is to speak your voice. And so that was how art just became always a thing that I wanted to do.